Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Millennium News 24, Power Talk, and I'm your host, Eric Stevenson. It's a pleasure and great to be back to see my great viewers and to have great discussions that we always talked about. And I'm pleased to have an honor to have our CEO and president of Millennium Broadcasting Corporation, Mr. Nur Tofader. He's here with us to go over a couple of news topics in the nation and the world, and to give his perspective on it. So we happy to be back on. Welcome, Mr. Tofader, Mr. Nur, to be here back on Power Talk with us.
Thank you very much, Eric Stevenson, with your Power Talk.
Yeah.
All our viewers in the world, in America, Power Talk is one of the best show in our network. My name is Nur Tofader. I'm working behind of the scene, Millennium TV and Broadcasting Corporation globally. Thank you very much to invite me your show. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Mr. Tofader, we had a couple of issues. I had an agenda put here together. I may not go word for word or verbatim on every issue, but I'll skip to some very important ones that's in the news now. Number one on my agenda that I wanted to discuss today was inside of President Joe Biden's campaign fundraisers. As you know, it's kicked off. The election is going full speed now, and he's decided now to amp up and push up the fundraising efforts for his campaign, where big money mingles with old jokes in Los Angeles, California. Coming up, you could, if you're a Democrat with big money to burn and you have friends in high places, you could attend a big high rolling campaign for President Joe Biden right in Los Angeles. He's accelerating his fundraising to prepare for an expensive campaign. Not millions, but they're planning on billions of dollars. So that's like major access. If you want to pay to play, come with a big check. That's what this is going to be. He's anticipating to do a full-fledged campaign against Donald Trump. Usually you would see it in the millions of dollars in the past presidential elections, but now they're planning that it's going to be so much to do and so much media and on-the-ground work that it's going to cost billions of dollars. What is your thought about that, Mr. Nur?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. Is Mr. President Joe Biden, our President, United States President, and almost 400 million people's president. Mm. And he's good person, good human being. We are, as an American citizen, we think about it. When people coming to the country for immigrant and Democrat push them to come Democrat side. You know, this is the play games since America born. So Joe Biden, he is our president. Whatever he do is good for American peoples or good for himself or Democrat Party. We have to think that way. As an American businessman, they try to make billions of dollars for the election campaign. Think about it. Not a millions. Now they're going to billions.
Billion.
And
how do you compete? You can't compete in this.
Exactly. So the middle class and poor people, lower class, they are destroyed. And state of California, all business,
Hollywood, everything is there. Yeah.
Everyone moving to, some other state, Texas and Florida. They hate California right now, but still California is a money maker place for the fundraising.
Well, you got Hollywood, all the big rollers are there.
All IT,
all IT movie stars, everyone
is there. So right now they are involving with fundraising. Good luck to them. They have to think about it, not their own self. They are the billionaire and trillionaire. They have to think about the millionaire and 1,000% peoples in America. You know, majority people used to be middle class. Majority. Now, almost 80, 85% people now is they are not a middle class, poor class. Now is poor class. And Joe Biden put all American poor class. I hope Democrat found some good human being to run the presidency. I am not against Joe Biden. Joe Biden, whatever he do for American peoples is not good for America and is not good for American minority and colorful peoples. Now in America, majority is the colorful. Think about it. So I don't know what is his plan and our minority people's plan. They try to destroy America or American views, American idea, American policy, American constitution. I don't think so. America have to be run their own way. So I hope Democrat and fundraising committee, they have to think about for American peoples, not their White House.
But we seem like we're turning to be communist the way it's going. Like it's a dictatorship, like you do it this way or follow this, and that's the norm, and that's it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say, over the past presidencies that we've had, of presidents going back years and years ago, I'm talking about before Ronald Reagan, Jimmy Carter, Nixon, and everyone else, there's a big difference in America today. Of course, things evolve with time and things changes, but what's happening in politics now is very disgusting, because how do you have a chance or stand a chance if it's required now to have billions of dollars to run for president? How does a good person with good views, who's able to come in with a good vision and move our country forward in unity and prosperity, and to help the rich and to help the poor? Look, rich want representation and businesses need representation. We agree. You should be helped as a businessman. You should not be overburdened with taxes and all these regulations. That's unnecessarily. But the poor has a right to be attended to as well. I mean, you have minorities, as you mentioned, Mr. Nur, Latinos, African Americans. You still have reparations movement on the table for African Americans that no one wants to address. Congress keeps overlooking it. The president talked about it, but don't want to address what has happened in this country from slavery and from blacks who came in and built the country and did so much. And it was a reparation, the 40 acres and a mule that no one wants to talk about. But yet you elevate to billions of dollars for campaigning. It seems to be a problem. And Mr. Nur, I know your thoughts. Is what you're saying is absolutely correct. I'm sorry we've come to that, but if he's raising billions of dollars to run for re-election, what about the priorities when it comes to broken schools in America? When it comes to job creation in America? If you could make a priority to raise billions, so why can't you make a priority to raise billions and help our country?
Can I share with you something?
Sure.
We see so many good presidents in America. America born to as of today. I've been here since 70s. Nixon time.
Nixon, yeah.
Time to as of today. You know, one of the best presidents in America, they are not talking about Jimmy Carter.
Yes, I think he was definitely one of the best in my mind too.
Jimmy Carter. What? He never think about it for the presidency. He think about it the American people.
Yes, yes.
American people's first, then think about it other side. Of course, America have to be checked and balanced all of the world. This is the part of the politics. Yes. But these days, our Democrat used to be right hand. Now there is not a right anymore. Right truck. I'm talking the not right hand, right truck. But they are on jeopardy. Party inside is jeopardy. Mess. So America have to be going their own destination. Political party put them in the ocean. We hope. I'm not against Republican or Democrat. We hope American people can survive wealthy and healthy, and they have to have an education, they have to have a learning, they have to have a everything. People's coming from immigrant. They are educated. They're learning in America.
Mhm.
And our American children, they are not passing the high school.
Yeah, this is
You
what
know?
I'm talking about.
And in the college and university, if you go in the Asian country, like India, China, Japan,
Mhm.
South Korea, country in Bangladesh, and Pakistan,
Mhm.
until college, you don't have to pay any penny. And in university, public university, you don't have, you're going to pay little bit, not much, just a little bit.
Well, that makes sense if you want your citizens to be
Educated.
able to get educated.
Exactly.
You make it easier for accessibility to education.
And these days, we have a public university in everywhere right now. They're making some money. Public university is not enough right now. So that's why lot of private university, they are making money. But still we have public university in those countries. Public university means government. Government pay everything. Government paid everything. Whatever in America. America is a wealthy country in this planet.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. So what's going on with us?
Exactly.
If Pakistan and all these other countries are producing the best engineers of technology and computer
India.
engineering, India, everything else, what about the greatest country on the planet?
One time I meet education secretary and he said, "Oh, this country never gonna be happy."
I don't want to believe, I don't want to accept to believe that.
Yeah.
I think it's about leadership.
Exactly.
If we could talk about it and express it, we need somebody with a vision who understands it and who implements that vision. We can't keep having visions of killing people. We can't keep having visions of war. We can't keep having visions of getting wealthy and enriching our friends to get wealthy, and forget about our residents, our citizens, our people, and the poor. What about what you just talked about, accessible education? If they could do it in other countries, why can't we open it up to free education?
Every state, we can have a state university. State university means
That's totally free.
totally free.
Yeah, why not?
Minority people, majority people can get their basic education. And we don't have to bring so many doctor, engineer, so many places, some other.
You save money.
Yeah, exactly.
You save money. When you bring someone from another country, now you're forced to contract with them at a higher rate of pay. And then you bring everyone else in and leave your own country illiterate.
Exactly. But our leadership, our Congress,
So who's going to end up running America?
this is the foolish thing they are thinking. Our Congress, our Senate have to bring the bill, and every state, our 50 state and 5 territories have to have a public university, public college, public institute.
Like, our Congress needs to be turned over.
Exactly.
They need to be out. We need good, young, thinking people in office who has a vision, who wants to work. Whether it's Democrat, whether it's Republican, Independent, we just need visionaries who understand what we need in our country. These people want careers.
Listen.
They want career jobs so they can get big pensions to retire.
Exactly.
But meanwhile, the American public gets the short end of the stick.
90s, they still there in the Senate. Think about it. 89, 90 years old.
That's what I'm saying.
What you are doing?
There should be term limits.
After 65, you have to retire. Then you can do whatever public you have to do. But how come you are on up to 90s, you are on the Senate or Congress?
They should all be required to be able to run 2 miles around the track or get out. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back after this. Interesting topic. Getting hot. Tune in for Power Talk.
Welcome to the world of Millennium News 24. We bring news, we analyze news, and we make a bridge between you and the eventful world. 24/7, Millennium News 24 team is at your service. Don't miss today's America, Editorial Today, and Global Democracy with host Tofader M Nur. You also won't want to miss Todd Goldfinger's show, Goldfinger Music Hour, Noon News with host Todd Goldfinger. And to stay connected with all top and trending news, don't even miss Millennium News Hour with host Tanziba Nouri. Millennium News 24 is available to be watched free for all LED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV. And also in all European countries and Australia, available with the Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Millennium TV 24 News, news you need to know.
Welcome back to Millennium News 24 Power Talk Show, and I'm Eric Stevenson, your host, and we're joined here with our CEO and President of Millennium Broadcasting Corporation, Mr. Nur Tofader, and we was just having a discussion before we took a break about the big money in politics and fundraising for the President, Joe Biden, and moving forward, I hope the American people who's tuning in and listening pays very close attention and not to be duped this time by any president. Anybody wanting to run to be an American president needs to lay out a clear agenda for the American people. And I'm talking about from education to job creation to housing to healthcare, etc. That's a whole nother field that we'll come back to. What you agree with that, Mr. North?
Of course, this is the good point you are bringing. American people have to be wise, and they have to have a check and balance. Politics is other side. Human being is first. In this planet, God gifted human being. God made 2%. Now we are 8 billion plus. 8 billion plus. Think about it. And we are fighting for religious. We are fighting for the color. We are fighting for the race.
All division, yeah.
What is going on?
I know. I know.
You've been in the power. You've been in the assembly. You knows that. So you are the honorable person in our New York State.
Yeah, but I don't know why we have to have division by religion and color, racism, discrimination. And it's like, as a human being, as you just said, God-given right, we all have a choice in life.
Exactly.
If you go to an ice cream store, you order what you like.
Exactly.
And I order what I like. I don't have to take the same flavor as you.
Exactly.
But we still friends. And we walk out, we came together, we go together.
Yeah.
So
we are God-gifted human
all
beings.
right.
We have to be peace and love.
Of course.
But our Congress, Senate, and our lovely White House, great White House,
well,
they're going to think that way.
Well, we have problems in our government, and I say to all the listeners, the young generation in colleges and universities, study, work hard, have a fair and balanced mind and run for public office. People who's been in office for many years and who's not doing it, they should retire. We need term limits in our government and Congress that this thing turns. Like President Nora just mentioned, a CEO, that we have people in Congress, 90 years old. Feinstein, who passed away. What she just left? How old was she, Mr. Nora?
91.
91 years old. 91 years old. She couldn't even make it to Congress because she was ill, and they kept losing a vote because she couldn't be there. I know she might have done good work over her time, but I think that's a little too much beyond the line to be in government. To have a record and saying you want to leave government when you die, that's not what government is for.
Still, we have over 75 or over 80 years old, so many senator in the Congress. You know?
I think we should have an age limit and term limits, like they do in the police departments, the fire departments.
Maximum 70 or 75.
Yeah, something like that.
Exactly. Also, presidency too.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't know why president have to be coming from the race, color issues. I don't want to get into that. Why they have to be
America's about
over 80s.
I know.
You know, over 80s now, and guy have to think about run for presidency. Come on, man. Give me a break. Stay house cool and warm.
Well, change is on the way, and the only way we're going to get it is by not being hoodwinked and bamboozled by our government any longer. American people has to wake up and make the change, or we're going to repeat over and over and over and suffer and suffer and suffer till we stand up and make the change. But we got to move forward. I have another thing. The U.S. It's a new U.S. aid for Ukraine by year end. It seems increasingly out of reach because the Republicans, they want to tie it, the aid to border security, which is very tough for the Democrats because they don't seem to want it. So the Republicans are saying, well, this is going out of control with the migrants. Hundreds of thousands are coming in. If you want us to pass this bill for Ukraine by the year end, they added border security in, which is going to be controversial.
It's good things, border security. Country have to have a border.
Of course. And every country has to have a border patrol.
And border have to have a secured.
Of course.
What the hell going on in our United States of America?
Well, the Democrats don't want it. So the Republicans are like, well, if you want this aid for Ukraine, this is what we want attached to the package if we're going to approve it. Now, the Democrats are like, no. That's like controversial. They don't want to accept it. This is the reason why I was looking at television the other day, Mr. Nor, and I saw one of the soldiers in the army at the border, and I could not believe my eyes. He was opening the gate like this and telling people, go.
This is
hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it.
Right to the border.
By the Arizona.
Yeah.
By the Arizona state.
Yeah.
What is the number 2 news this?
Yeah, it's the number 2 issue on my agenda. It's like, this is what it is. They're trying to harden their position on this deal. The last proposal that was led by the GOP negotiator, Senator James Lankford from the Republican from Oklahoma. He came in the meeting with a core group of senators before they left Washington on Thursday, and he's trying to force the White House to consider the ideas that many Democrats seriously oppose, throwing new obstacles in the negotiations. So I don't know how this is going to work out. What do you think?
I'm sorry to interfere you. Democrat, they don't like border security. They don't want their house going to be secured.
So how could you run a country and protect the country if you just don't know what and who's coming in your country?
Exactly. I do have a respect.
I'm not saying anything against immigrant rights, but like I said, a rightful process.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They have to come by process.
Yes.
They are breaking our border. They are cut off our filler, everything.
But how could Democrats, I mean, any Democrats or Republicans? I mean, I'm happy to see that it's the Republicans that want to tighten the Border Patrol, but I would think the Democrats would want the same thing.
It's shameful.
I hope I'm not in the wrong party. I mean, what's going on?
Whatever they do is shameful. Go to the next one.
It's much. Well, I have another point here. Point 4 here. Here. Point 3. This is the important one as well. I had on my agenda about the State Department. It approves the sale of tank ammunition to Israel in a deal that bypasses Congress. It's just like a one-shot deal, overlooking the heads of Congress, from the president, from the State Department, right, to approve this tank ammunition.
How are they going to do that?
Well, they went right over Congress. Congress had no say, so the president, it says an emergency situation, and it gives them the right to directly do this, right through the State Department.
So they like to make a fire. The fire is never going to be in the off or clean. What they want.
Well, they bypassing process here.
You know, my brother, they have so many good people in the Congress, Senate, and I feel our president also a good human being. He have to have a humanity. He have to have a respect for a human being. I hope our Congress and Senate and White House do check and balance. Any country, whatever. I remember 2014, Obama government, without balance, without check, they approved Saudi Arabia to buy everything to kill Yemenis.
Without Congress.
See?
Another situation.
Yeah. So look like a president have a lot of power.
Oh, well, there's clauses of emergency situations that takes them away from Congress. It gives them direct power over Congress, which is sometimes good and sometimes not good.
This is your number 3 agenda?
Yeah, that was my 3rd agenda. But I want to move forward because I got more things to discuss. Anyway, we need to, it's not that it's right or wrong, but I just think Congress should have a say-so to express their thoughts on it on both sides of the aisle, because bypassing the power of Congress is not something that has been traditionally done, but they should definitely include Congress. Number 4 on my agenda had also the former Kevin McCarthy.
Yeah, Speaker.
Former House Speaker. Now he endorses Trump for president, and he would consider serving in his cabinet. I thought there was a controversial issue between him and Donald Trump, and that's why Trump wanted him out of the speakership and brought this new person in. But apparently he comes out and endorses Donald Trump, and he's looking for a spot in his administration, providing that he wins the presidency.
Good luck to ex-Speaker McCarthy. I feel he was a good man. He did good things for American peoples and Californian peoples, but he do not secure his state of California. Yes. State of California have a disaster to disaster. So millions of people homeless.
Yeah.
They are coming from some other countries.
Yes.
Migrant. They don't have a place to live. They don't have a place to eat. He have to think that way, but he don't think. Number 3 is coming. Good things. He himself, he is involved with January 2021. The White House, front of the White House drama. And
January 6th.
January 6th.
You mean the uprising there?
Exactly.
Yeah, the 6th,
he is involved with President Trump. Okay? President Trump and himself, they are good relationship. Very good bond. So, if President Donald Trump win, we're going to congratulate him, and we're going to congratulate if Donald Trump put McCarthy any cabinet. I don't think so.
Well, going back to McCarthy not securing his state, nor
one thing I'm going to share with you. Whatever he think, our ex-mayor Giuliani also think. Just
Same mind. Yeah.
so many things.
Yeah.
So still they have a drama. We don't want to bring those drama again and again.
Yeah. But Kevin McCarthy not securing his state, talking about how is all this influx of migrants coming in and all of this homelessness. First of all, if you bring it in tens of thousands of migrants to California, first of all, they're coming in as migrants. There's no home for them.
Exactly.
So naturally, the homelessness level is going to increase.
People cannot
overnight.
drive. If you were to go Hollywood Boulevard, and anywhere.
But you know what? There's a plan in this picture. You know why? Because California has a lot of strawberry, artichokes, all kind of farms in Watsonville in Northern California.
Yeah.
And all of the workers who used to do the farming of these
from
farms,
Mexico.
have aged now. I mean, if you're 20 years old, in 30 years, you'll be 50, right?
Yeah.
So now a lot of these guys who've been doing this for 30, 40 years are aged out and can't do the work anymore. Who's going to do the labor now?
So
there's an effort going on making American people think that it's one thing, but why is it that the government's opening the gate like this and say, come on in? They're not giving them housing, but watch how many of them is going to end up doing the labor.
Listen, housing, food, people. This is the winter time. People still living on the street. They are human beings.
Well, if you're going to let them in, you should have some means of securing them.
Space for them.
Definitely. I mean, how do you bring people in and put them into freezing cold in the street? And then guess what? How do we know how many of them will commit crime or not commit crime? So now does it put us at risk for crime and for harm? Are the police able to deal with these situations? So, I mean, it's a lot to think about. A lot of angles to look at this, but we hope for the best on this. And I'm hoping that these migrants will, I don't know what's going to happen, because after the status, what happens after they come out? I mean, if they're here temporarily, so what happens when their status expires? What's going to happen?
Listen, these days, what they are doing, the immigration, they give the work permit. Used to be they give 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
Now they give 5 years.
Okay.
They issue 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Then after you can live over here, work over here, do everything until 5 years. Until 5 years, they're going to be hearing, or if they're not going to be hearing, they're going to extension another 5 years. This is the drama they're making now.
So you get no status, but just extended status so you can work.
Exactly.
So anything wrong or anything you do, if you didn't pay a train fare or something, you get revoked and sent back home. Huh?
Exactly.
Wow.
This is the drama they're making. Peoples in the world, who they are coming, they have to think about it. They have to have a space. They have to have a workplace. They have to have a living space to live. They cannot live. So many people, they don't have anybody.
Yes.
So many people. So what they're going to do?
I don't know. They might train them and put them in the military. Who knows?
God knows.
The way they who knows? The way they're fighting for war. I didn't know what's going on. I got to start asking questions because I've never seen anything like this in my life.
You bring another lovely question, important question.
Yeah.
Military have to be American citizen. May I right or wrong?
Yeah.
Must be born America or American citizen. This is our constitution say. But our ex-president, W. Bush, what he did, he brings so many people, if you know that, from Mexico.
Mm.
From Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
They are not American citizens.
Mm-hmm.
But they work Iraq and Afghanistan.
You put them in the war.
Yeah.
Not a citizen.
No. I've been visit one time Iraq and Afghanistan. I meet so many soldiers.
Wow. So they needed manpower, so they put them right in.
Exactly.
Right? Trained them and gave them. Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Civil War when Abraham Lincoln made the slaves fight to be freed. Remember that?
Yeah.
They were not citizens.
I know the history.
Yeah, but I mean, so they could do what they want when they want to do it, huh? Wow.
See?
Wow. More things to think about. But we'll take a break and come right back. I have a few more things on my agenda I just want to go over with you. And stay tuned. Getting hot.
Welcome to the world of Millennium News 24. We bring news, we analyze news, and we make a bridge between you and the eventful world. 24/7 Millennium News 24 team is at your service. Don't miss today's America, Editorial Today, and Global Democracy with host Tofader M Nur. You also won't want to miss Todd Goldfinger's show, Goldfinger Music Hour, Noon News with host Todd Goldfinger. And to stay connected with all top and trending news, don't even miss Millennium News Hour with host Tanziba Nouri. Millennium News 24 is available to be watched free for all LED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV. And also in all European countries and Australia, available with the Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Millennium TV 24 News, news you need to know.
Millennium News 24 Power Talk Show here. I'm your host, Eric Stevenson. We're continuing on here with a great CEO and president of the broadcasting company of Millennium News, Mr. Norris. So also I wanted to go into, I had another point number 6 on my agenda. I'm skipping around because I want to get to some more important things. This one was regarding Nikki Haley, Mr. Norris. She's hoping for a strong showing, not necessarily a win, but a strong showing in the Iowa caucus. I mean, what do you think? You think she'll pull it off, or you think she'll get a strong showing?
Exactly, he is the politician, and we are the behind us in working on the media. Mm-hmm. So my research, he was a governor. Mm-hmm. He did good things in South Carolina.
How's her record? Pretty good?
It's good.
Yeah, okay.
It's good. He is not when she was a governor, she is working for everyone. All race, all color, all human beings.
Okay. So she had balance in her administration.
Exactly.
Okay.
She did good job.
Okay.
Her record, her community, peoples, everyone, as an American. But when she be ambassador of UN, our ex-president Trump, Donald Trump, she was the ambassador of UN.
Okay.
You don't know
Before
that.
she was the governor?
After the
governor?
Yeah. After she failed.
I didn't know too much about her back then.
Yeah. She was the last time she was the ambassador of UN, United Nations.
Oh, I remember at the United Nations, yeah.
United Nations. So she did good things.
So she has good experience.
She did good things for America. Donald Trump time, he do not shoot or bomb any country in this planet.
Huh. Okay.
Okay, but Donald Trump have a big mouth. His big mouth make his mess, but his administration, he brings some people someplace, they have experience. They did good job, But she have a lot of experience with all diplomats around the world,
So she's pretty much
she knows,
known and respected.
Exactly.
And pretty much seen as a balanced person.
Exactly.
Well, she seemed, I mean, honestly, when she first started, I didn't think she stood a chance when I first saw her come out. But she's making some steam that she's starting to rise,
I think that time ex-vice president going to be rise. But he quit. No one supporting him. But, so many progressive Republican fundraiser, they are not helping him.
Yes, she put Ron DeSantis to shame in the debate the other day.
Yeah.
He was coming out of his shell, cursing at her, calling her a liar, like unprofessional language for a presidential candidate,
Sante was one of the army soldiers, W time.
Yeah, but he was beating up on women like this, Yeah.
Exactly. I honor him. He served the country, and he was a congressman. You know that. He was a congressman. Yeah. Now he is 2 term governors. Good for him. but good. I don't think so. Good for Florida, and good for
I don't think so either.
good for America. He is bullying. He don't do anything. He destroyed the business of Florida, like a Disney.
Yeah, Disney's very upset with him.
Yeah, Disney and so many corporations.
Yes.
They are upset with him. But he invites so many, business from California. But Californian people, businessmen, going Texas. Some
Better break, tax breaks for them.
yeah, Texas. Not coming, not moving to the Florida. Reason is bullying.
Well, because they see what he did to Disney and everything
Exactly.
else, and the word is out. Stay away from Florida as far as businesses.
As a human being, I don't know what kind of human being he is. He have a race issue. He have a color issue.
Yeah.
He fight.
Definitely, he has race issues. He attacked blacks with
exactly
teaching black history in the schools. I mean, he has an
everywhere.
issue. He has an issue.
He hate also our current vice president. I see there's so
He
many.
has a race issue. It's racism.
Many. So how come
we don't need a president like that.
So America, they don't want this kind of.
No, America wants peace and balance.
Exactly.
Come on. We've been going through this for too many years of our life. People wanted to be in unity and harmony and peace. People want to live their life. Not because you're color, not because you're religion. Peace. No war, no fight. Everybody wants to be happy. These guys want to disturb.
What is his background?
What is it? You say he came out the military.
Yeah, but his parents' background, where is he coming from? He have to think about it that way. If he don't think in the back, like
where was he born?
He born in America.
I mean, which state?
That one I do not know.
Okay.
I do not know. But his background is Latino.
Latin America.
Yeah, Latino. So probably I saw one time some social media. He's from Cuba. Parents from Cuba. But how he is thinking, he is white.
Yeah. He definitely wasn't a friend of Fidel Castro's.
God knows. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
So many, like a couple of days ago, sorry to interfere you, our one of the American ambassador, he been diplomats 30 years, 30 years he's on diplomat corps, ambassador, and he have a connection with Cuban government under the table. And FBI arrest him. His house in Fairfax, Virginia. Okay. Think about it. Who knows this guy?
It's true. And he might be putting a front on and really be different behind that. You never know.
Exactly.
He might be doing this to get all of those radical, conservative people and voters to feed in and buy into something that is not true. He may have a secret agenda or mission. Who knows? I just didn't like the way he called Nikki Haley. He just outright said you're a liar and you're corrupt.
Brother, one thing I respect our national security. I honor our Department of Justice.
We have to.
FBI.
Yes, we have to.
FBI watching all those guys. Okay, everything. Whatever they're doing, whatever they're talking about, they have every single word record. FBI and our national security. This guy cannot play.
No, he can't.
This guy cannot play.
No.
Justice Department is not playing with anybody.
They have records on all, and they know all's agenda and
whatever we're talking about, they have a record.
Yeah.
We did right things or wrong things for our nations and our people.
Yeah, but the thing is, like I was saying, Nikki Haley is just rising. I didn't think she had a chance, but now I see the Koch brothers, once they got behind her, they mustered up some monies behind her and some fundraising behind her to give her a boost with her media and commercials,
good luck to her.
Good luck to her.
Good luck to her. If she doing good job for America, I don't want to go to the party line. If she doing good things for American people, American colorful people, Asian people, all people, Good luck.
Well, it seems like she has a track record like
Yeah.
that from in her works.
She's good educated.
But my thing is this: they did a poll that they showed on television this morning. They said, in the case that it was Joe Biden versus
Donald Trump.
Nikki Haley, that Nikki Haley would beat Joe Biden by like 6 points. I don't know where this come from.
Exactly, survey, whatever they're talking about. You see, right now, President Trump and Joe Biden. Joe Biden, 29%, and the president,
Donald Trump, yeah.
he's almost 70%.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Where
Who
is,
knows?
yeah, 70, and where is 30?
Yeah, well, hey, look, if they go along with their plan, there's no one else to blame. The Democrats cannot blame anyone but themselves.
Exactly. Like myself.
And the American people, we are so foolish that we keep getting fooled and following this rhetoric from the Democratic Party, and look what they're doing to us.
Shame. Shame.
Billions of dollars going to be raised to run a race, a campaign.
Listen, my brother, they are not thinking about it. America and American people.
With American people, we have to think about ourselves.
Exactly.
And we need to do something for ourselves and our own nation.
Our Congress, our Senate, our White House, they do not think about it, American people. How come when is the education coming? How come when is the welfare coming? And roads and highway, school is coming.
Yeah.
They don't have the money.
Yeah.
And how come you guys have a billions of dollars to send the Ukraine and some other
Great
country?
great question. Oh man, maybe we should run you for the president. Come on, man. Anyway, that's a good point. And billions and billions of dollars.
And our education system is like a third world, less than third world country.
Yeah, that's shameful.
You know?
And they said the average student in Europe graduates out of high school knowing at least 3 different languages.
Come on.
We could barely graduate knowing the English language straight here. And could you imagine?
Listen, Europe, young generation, they are highly qualified.
Mm-hmm.
They are not like a jobless, homeless, and crying for education like America. American Congress, American Senate, American State House, they destroy the American education system. Okay? Just think about it.
It's true. Point number 9 in my agenda here about the emotions of the people around the country, especially throughout the world, but mainly focusing here in our country. The emotions are running very high, and many pro-Israel and pro-Palestine demonstrations. Like I said, here and around the world. What are we doing with this?
As a human being, God gifted we saw 1939 to 1945, 46, what's happened in Germany, Eastern Europe. That time you and me, we are not born, but we saw the history. And every day when I saw the history, I cry how human being born another human being.
Yeah.
You know? But I don't know why our administration supporting those things, killing the Muslim. Okay? Killing the Muslim. Number one, who make the Al-Qaeda? Who make the Mujahideen? Who make the Hamas? Who make the Taliban? Who make it?
Who make it?
Our national security, our government.
Made it?
Yeah, they make it.
Wow.
Okay? Now they are playing games, killing. Name of the Hamas, name of the Mujahideen, name of the Taliban, name of the Al-Qaeda. Come on, man.
Wow. That's something that seems like some game playing to me. But I know what comes out of it is
sorry to say that this is not a country make the democracy and peace and love in this planet. Okay? Our both party destroying the interest of lobbyists special interest, killing the human being. We don't have any industry in America. Think about it. We buying everything China and India. Why we don't have an industry? Huh? 1945, 47, when government think we need everything to build America, and they build everything. Why is a guy called our leader in the human planet, Bill Clinton? He came, he threw out all, closed down all industry. He give it to them, China and India and some other country and Mexico.
Wow.
You know?
And you know, what's interesting is I saw a little Jewish girl in Israel on TV. I don't know why, but they let her speak, and she spoke, and she said she was asking her mother, we off? She was asking her mother, why are they killing us, Mom? So they were just showing like little interviews with different people. And I saw this morning a little boy in Gaza, probably the same age as this little girl in Israel, and they let him speak, and he says in Arabic, why are they making me keep running from place to place,
listen,
and why
brother,
are they killing us? So here you have two children, one on each side, asking the question, why?
You know, both country leadership making each other, killing each other. Leadership is worse. Okay, you see the Israeli young girl and Palestinian young boy. This is the politics.
Yeah, but why? But what I'm saying is, these are two innocent voices I'm hearing from.
Yeah,
The young Israeli girl, she didn't do anything wrong.
no,
The young Palestinian boy, he didn't do anything wrong. So where are we at today? What is going on? Like you say, the politics is creating these.
you know, we are one of the worst divided planet. You know, we have to think as a human being. We have to think as a human being, but we don't think about it. We don't think about it.
Well, I say let's stop the bombing. Let's stop the killing. Let's put an end to it all. Enough is enough. Enough killings, enough deaths are occurring, enough world politics, and enough with the politicians who's creating this climate of destruction for all. I think we're going to have to join with the many right-minded people who wants world peace and believe in world peace. And that's what we should be calling for now, that it doesn't worsen and that there's no more deaths and more deaths on top of it.
Probably you are ending the show.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting your show. Thank you for viewers and behind of the camera, front of the camera,
Yes.
all crews, and you are give the space to come in your show. Thank you, Mr.
Yeah.
Alec.
And we thank you for coming. And for all the viewers, we thank you for viewing our Power Talk. We try to always have perspectives, not one-sided, but different perspectives each week. And we try to just keep it truthful and honest. We try to have the discussion to be fair and right. You could always log in also on our show to get the latest news, all social networking site, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Millennium News 24 is the what you would go to on the app. Also, our YouTube channel is News Channel M24. Viewers now on both network broadcasting, Android and iOS devices, Apple TV, Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, all smart TV platforms. Our Millennium TV apps, Millennium TV USA for Android, Millennium News, Google, www.millennium TV, all platforms. So you could tune in one way or another. If you can't get us through A, you could get us through B. And it continues on. We're accessible worldwide. And we thank you for listening. But let's just all enjoy our freedom enjoy our unity, enjoy our freedom of our country, and enjoy protecting our country, and enjoy chipping in and joining in for the change of a better country and a better world. Thank you all for listening and viewing, and we will see you next week on Power Talk TV, right here on Millennium TV 24. And I'm your host, Eric Stevenson. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you.
Thank you for coming too, Mr. Nur.